Yeah. Man, I didn't work this hard just to be decent. You ain't gotta love me, but we can have some fun if you're breathing.
What's going on, people? This is Mehul, and right now I am here with Geovarn. What's going on, bro?
That's good, man. Everything's blessed. What about you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Well, do you know what? You're quite new to the scene at the moment. Why don't you kind of talk us about sort of how you got to where you are now?
Well, I used to do music, so about 6 years ago, kind of thing. So I took a break from it, and I came back in 2014 with a track called 4 AM, and through that track I won a competition, Sony Experience Talent House competition, which got me a record deal with Sony Epics, and kind of took a little break again, not intentionally, but obviously things going in life, and then came back again in 2016, yeah, with a track called Your Way, and I've just been going at it ever since.
Sick, man. Well, do you know what? You kind of started off doing a bit of grime as well. I read somewhere.
Yeah, when I was like in year 8, year 7, year 8, yeah, I started off doing grime, because at the time everyone in my school was spitting bars, you know what I'm trying to say, and then I was with my cousin and just thought, yeah, just write some bars, and yeah, I started off.
We all used to do that. Even I used to do that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's the first track I recorded was a grime track. Yeah.
So what kind of led you to kind of leaving that and just moving sort of into the singing?
It's something that's always been in my household. You know, it's something I grew up listening to, hearing all around me, kind of thing. So it's like as I got older, I started finding myself more, see what I like, and most of my idols are like R&B and 80s pop, like Michael Jackson, things like that. So I just started swaying towards that sound.
It's crazy, man. Well, with your new record, sort of Say Now, you get a lot of that sort of Frank Ocean Weekend vibe, and there's a lot of sort of comparisons between you two. Does that sort of like add a bit of expectation to you, or you kind of sort of taking that in your stride?
I'm more just taking it in my stride, kind of thing, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm just gonna keep making music and keep doing what I do until years down the line someone say another artist sound like me, you know what I'm saying. That's how the game goes. So yeah, that's
the level you got to hit.
Yeah, man, I'm just gonna keep grinding and keep going.
Well, do you know what, you sort of focus quite a bit on sort of UK R&B, and it's a sort of genre that's sort of kind of fallen away recently. We had Loic a couple of years back doing his thing, charting, Angel as well, but it doesn't seem to be in such a healthy state, especially with the hip-hop and grime scene so big in the charts at the moment. What's your sort of view on where that is at the moment?
I personally, I think what it needs, you know, like for example with grime, obviously grime's always been there, but it takes a certain amount of artists to come through and, you know, I'm trying to say, break down those barriers and bring it back to life. And I think it's the same thing with the R&B community, not community, but the whole R&B scene. And what I'm trying to do is just like, for example, me, Loic, you got other artists like Abel Miller, you got Shaka, you know what I'm trying to say, just us that just keep making songs and bangers, and obviously, yeah, break down those barriers and bring it back to life again.
Brilliant, because that's getting quite a lot of love on social media, like YouTube, it's doing loads of views, especially Shaka. Is it important for you to almost try and convert that into chart success, or you're not sort of focusing on that right now?
I'm not focusing on that right now, but it's something obviously as an artist you want to achieve, you know what I mean. At the moment I'm still trying to find out where 100% where I want to go with the music, if you know what I'm trying to say. So that's why I'm just recording a lot, seeing where I'm at with my voice, what's the best thing, what's the best sound I can get out of my voice, if you know what I'm trying to say. So, but yeah, in the future, definitely. If it happens before it plans to, great, but it's not the focus right now.
Brilliant, man. Well, do you know what? Say Now is just blowing up quite a bit. It's doing good numbers on YouTube. It's getting loads of streams on TV. How does that make you feel when you kind of see your video on TV on rotation, man? Especially with a new record like that.
Nah, it's great, man. It's great because obviously, like I was saying to speak to my manager, it's like it's doing better than what we expected of it, if you know what I'm trying to say. And where the thing about that song as well is, as an artist, when you make songs and it's a bit old to you, you move on and you think, you know what I'm trying to say, like, oh, I can do better, but That being basically, I recorded that song say 2014 kind of thing. Yeah, so it's getting the love that it's getting today. I didn't expect it, because obviously, you know what I'm trying to say, it gave me back that confidence and that hope that yeah, this could actually do well.
That's crazy, man, especially when you recorded it in 2014. So what have you got sort of coming up for the future? Are we going to expect an EP from you, or is it just sort of pushing out singles and trying to see what kind of people gravitate to?
Both, you know, both. Yeah, I'm working on an EP at the moment, but at the same time, I'm gonna put out more singles just to see how they take to it, and at the same time dropping obviously songs on SoundCloud and YouTube just to test the waters and see what people like and what they don't like. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's sick, bro. Well, sort of, it's funny, musically, people are just sort of growing and growing. What sort of is important to you? Is it sort of the being in the studio, or going out there performing live and seeing your fans, seeing how people sort of interact with you on social media? Which sort of aspect? Because it's funny, because nowadays you got artists that are big on social media, you got artists that are touring, doing all the live circuits and trying to grow that way, or you got people that are locked away in the studio constantly. How difficult is it trying to find that balance between sort of managing those three?
Yeah, I find it difficult. Yeah, I find it, because obviously I'm used to being in my own space in my studio and just like being around my people. So obviously the more you get out there, the bigger you get, the more exposure you get. You're gonna have to do more, you know what I'm trying to say, like work with other artists in the studio and things like that. So it's just something I'm just getting used to now, and yeah, hopefully probably a year down the line it will just be easy. In social media as well, like I'm a bit, you know what I mean, like, well, I'll get used to it.
Cool, man. Well, who are you sort of working with at the moment? Can we expect sort of any big collaborations coming up from you?
At the moment, I'm morely working with producers. I'm working with heavy trackers. Another producer called EY. Artist wise, I've got like a team called Mean, and obviously there's artists in my team, one called Keys, one called Mad, who also I'm working with on other stuff. But as in like known artists, I'm not, I haven't started working with any yet at the moment, because obviously at the moment I'm still in the studio trying to find myself and make my music, so I haven't really branched out to say hey. Obviously I've spoken to other artists about working, but we just haven't got to it yet.
Heavy Trackers is a big look, man. They're doing some bits at the moment. They're taking over the scene. Well, sort of tell me about sort of where the viewers can kind of find you, and tell us your social media handles where they can kind of follow what you're doing.
Yeah, man. You can find me on Twitter, which is at Geovarn, Geovarn. Same for YouTube, same for SoundCloud, same for Snapchat, and on Instagram it's Geovarn and James at the end.
Yeah, man. Well, do you know what, Geovarn, I kind of wish you the best for the future. I know you're going to blow. Your tunes are quite hard, and if you haven't, make sure you go check out Say Now, because it is a big record right there.